Hello everyone, my name is Sayed Amirsalar Abtahi and I'm truly honored to be here sharing with you an invention designed not just to solve a technical problem, but to address a deeply practical issue we all face, one slice of stale bread at a time. Let me introduce the Smart Bread Revitalization System. A multi-stage intelligent device built to bring dry, aging bread back to life, fresh in texture, rich in flavor, and completely safe to eat. Now, let's take a step back. Bread is one of the most consumed foods on Earth. It's part of almost every culture, from French baguettes to Middle Eastern flatbread to American toast. But despite how important it is, bread goes stale very quickly. Most people assume stale bread is just old, but it's actually a scientific process called retrogradation, where starch molecules crystallize over time, pushing out water and hardening the texture. This happens even without mold, so technically the bread isn't spoiled, but it's no longer enjoyable to eat, and because of that, we waste millions of tons of bread every year, perfectly edible, just dry. That's a lot of lost food, lost money, and a lot of strain on our environment. That's where my system comes in, not just as a gadget, but as a tool for sustainability, a way to turn old bread into usable food again. Let me walk you through how it works. Step 1. Sensing. Everything begins by analyzing the bread. The system uses a DHT22 sensor to read ambient temperature and humidity. Then it applies a pressure sensor to detect air resistance, which tells us how firm or dry the bread is. Finally, an infrared sensor maps the shape and size of the loaf. This is especially helpful when working with non-standard bread shapes. All of this information is processed by an ESP32 microcontroller, which serves as the system's brain. It interprets the sensor data and determines the exact rehydration profile for that specific loaf. Step 2. Smart Steam Revival. This is where the magic really happens. A custom steam injection module is activated, releasing a fine, controlled mist of warm water. Not too much, not too little, just enough to reintroduce moisture into the bread. The key is precision. Too much steam will make the bread soggy, too little, and it stays hard. The system balances this automatically, and the result, bread that's soft again, chewable, flavorful, and completely revived without adding any chemicals or artificial enhancers. Step 3. Intelligent slicing. After revitalization, the bread moves into the slicing module. Here, a sharp food-grade blade adjusts in real time, depending on the softness and shape of the loaf. This means no crushed slices, no uneven cuts, and no mess. Hygiene and safety were priorities from the start. The system is fully enclosed. It's contact-free, made of food-safe materials, and includes self-cleaning features to ensure sanitation. It also consumes very low power, making it suitable for frequent use in home kitchens, bakeries, or even mobile food trucks. Now, let's talk real-world use. Imagine you run a small cafe. Each morning you have leftover bread from the day before. Instead of throwing it away, you place it in the revitalizer, and by mid-morning it's fresh again. Or imagine a bakery chain with hundreds of unsold loaves across locations. This system can help recover product before it becomes waste. Even food banks or shelters could use it, bringing in day-old bread and making it fresh again for serving. Now, where are we in development? The full prototype is under construction, but every individual module has already been built and tested. The steam system, the sensors, the microcontroller logic, and the slicer all working as intended. The next step is integration, followed by user testing, optimization, and patent filing. In short, this is more than a bread tool. It's a sustainable response to one of the quietest forms of global food waste. It saves money, saves food, and helps protect the planet. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I'm Said Amirsalar Abtahi, and this was my Smart Bread Revitalization System. I hope we can build a future where no loaf of bread ever has to be wasted again.